Be doing it after work.
Keeps you young.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
You have to be doing it, because every time I talk to somebody, they're like, he came in my door, he came in my door. So you're getting there, out there.
Yep. Gotta do it.
Yeah.
We are on.
Okay. I'd like to call the caucus meeting to order. As always, we'll be looking for a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes of the first regular meeting dated Wednesday, October 8, 2025, except for prepared by the clerk. Communications, there's 3 pieces, questions or comments. Most of you know Ron Carcelli submitted a letter of resignation from his second ward council seat for the rest of the year. I had a conversation with Ron last night. I'll be honest with you, I'm very cautious as to his next step forward. I hope he's true to his word and doesn't backstep like he has known to do so in the past. So only time will tell what his next actions will be. Anybody else have anything to say on that?
No.
I actually want to say something, regarding that. I know that council has been asked to make code of conduct over the past year or two, and we've never really moved forward on anything with that, so I was trying to find a way to come to some sort of conclusion, and the only thing I could find was to do a motion to censure, and I don't know if anybody wants to look at this, because...
There is no motion to censure, he's a council member.
But I understand that, but we're talking about as of the
Have
first of the
something in
year.
place.
Has something for the
But that's
entire
always
body.
been in place, censuring someone has always been an option, whether we put it in place or we don't, correct? So,
Yeah.
putting that in place isn't anything, we already have that
But I'm
option.
saying it's on the table if first of the year something happens, if
And he
people are
comes
looking
back.
for something,
She's
code
saying
of
I'm
that,
not
conduct,
gonna-
anything like that.
Open something up in case somebody comes back, you
No,
know,
I
but
understand.
she's saying first of the year, if he comes back and doesn't
I
stay true
understand.
to his word,
Thank you.
she's going to bring it on the floor as to,
yeah, we'll see what happens at
But
the
like
first of
John
the year.
said, we should be able to do that
We were able to do
regardless
that
without
regardless, we
legislation.
didn't need legislation to do that.
That is what we do.
that was never done before. But she is saying that she's got this paper about censorship, that if he comes back, we are looking to bring it to the table. So
That's the book you sent me? It's not legislation.
No.
What it is, it's an actual motion to
Okay.
censure. That's.
So the only way we would make a motion is if it does occur, or if he
Well,
does
that's-
come back.
that's-
Is
If
that
we
what-
want.
I would
Yeah.
think that
It's
it
not
would be,
you now, he's not on council.
That's what I mean, this seems like a,
But
nothing to
if you
talk
do,
about.
if he comes back the first of the year, and.
So, I guess I don't understand, so, I just wanna put this in perspective.
Yeah.
He's resigned, he is no
Right.
longer a
Right, you're
councilman, right?
Right.
But if he comes back at the first of the year, we're gonna punish him for things he did prior to resignation, is that,
Well,
I'm just
his-
trying to understand what you're saying.
We've always,
Well, he has
Yeah,
to
who-
win first.
Well, again, to my understanding, this is a done matter, he isn't coming back, he isn't running, this is over.
we'll see.
But I mean, either way, we'll, I guess, deal with that when it comes, but.
I guess I'm a little confused, what is it exactly we're talking about here? I mean, you know, I mean, you know, what has he done that it, you know,
Well,
would
the
be?
article in the paper with the garbage bags,
You don't get in trouble for an article in the paper.
no, but the fact that it led to the article, was-
That somebody gave him trash bags?
well, you'd have to read the article, and maybe the mayor can talk to it.
Well,
Well-
he asked for trash bags and was given trash bags, what it says, so I still don't get that.
Okay,
So, is that theft?
well, to me, the article's leading to that.
Well, did anybody get in contact with Ronnie before all that took place?
I don't know, you'd have to ask him.
Well, I mean, I would love to see myself in the paper like that for no reason. Without being reprimanded by somebody, or asked by somebody, or questioned by somebody.
Mhm.
And we go to the news and we get an article, we do everything over trash bags that were given to him by a fellow employee.
Well, that's administration part.
Well, then what do you have to do with it?
we were just saying that might be his,
I,
behavior leading up to that.
exactly, but you know what, first of all, he's not here,
Right, I
he
understand.
resigned,
Right,
so why are we even having this conversation?
in case he comes back.
You know, as far as censorship or anything, or any type of sanctions against any of us, I mean, you know, this shouldn't be just a matter of, you know, if it's Ronnie, it should
All of
apply
us.
to
Everybody,
all of
absolutely.
us.
Right.
You know, I mean, as far as, I don't think right now singling out Ronnie is
Fair.
Well, I would think it's
is
just
the
a poor
thing to do
taste,
right
being
now.
that, first of all, he's not here,
Yeah.
second of all, he's not a member of council anymore.
Right.
So
I think it's very
I would
unprofessional.
just say poor taste, yeah. So
Very,
I would say let's just move on with the meeting.
yeah, that
Yep.
shouldn't even be.
Well, that's your opinion.
It's more than one of our opinion.
Yeah.
Right, I
Council,
understand.
council as a whole is
Right.
saying,
When you throw somebody under the bus and they're not even here, I mean,
Well,
it can happen to any of us can be in
Absolutely.
that position, and I wouldn't wanna be in that position either.
anything else on this? Mayor's report, Mayor Miller?
There are additions at Top Hat Productions and Fairview Arts and Outreach Center on Sunday, October 26th from 4 to 6 p.m. for the teen edition of Hadestown. This is open to all high school students. The road closure is continuing through October 24th due to unforeseen circumstances. The railroad crossing will remain extended through then. Anthony has been in contact with Aqua for some ongoing issues there. Maple Crest Fall Fun Fest. Maple Crest is holding their annual Fall Fun Fest this Saturday, October 25th. Festivities begin at 1 p.m. The trick or treat will begin at 1:30. There will be games, live entertainment, and refreshments. Chili Cook-Off. AMVET's Post 44 is holding their 5th annual Chili Cook-Off this Sunday, October 26th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at 305 Elm Street. There will be a Chinese auction and a 50-50 raffle. The Christmas shirt. Congrats to Giovanna Grace on her 2025 City of Struthers Christmas shirt design being selected by the Struthers City Council and Struthers City Administration. She created this design with instruction from Mr. Shaluga in her entrepreneurship course at Struthers Middle School. The forms along with payment will be due by Monday, November 3rd. If you do not have a student in one of 3 buildings, we will have a small quantity available for purchase, as well as order forms from both current and past designs during the Struthers holiday celebration on Friday, December 5th at the Struthers Fire Department. Please contact Mr. Nick Shaluga at 330-750-1062 extension 41330 to order your shirts. The Bombas donation. We would like to thank Amber Bonilla and Bombas for the donation to our senior van riders again this year. These donation products are distributed through 3,500 plus Bombas giving partners across the United States in all 50 states. Giving partners are organizations of all sizes and specialties that serve in need, at risk, and homeless populations with care, dignity, and respect. They consistently and collaboratively work to best meet the needs of their communities through various modes of service and outreach. This network represents Title I schools, drop-in centers, street outreach initiatives, low-income and transitional housing, fostering youth services, shelters, medical facilities, and more. Bruno Brothers Pizza. Bruno Brothers is hosting a fall event in the in the parking lot at 620 Youngstown Pullen Road on Sunday, October 26th from 11 to 4. Crafters, vendors, pizza, and a basket raffle will be available. And then there's a few reminders about the Struthers Unleashed, October 25th from 11 to 3. The Rotary Pancake Breakfast is also coming up, and the Struthers FOP fundraiser. This is their 2nd annual Nightmare on 5th Street. And that is all I have.
Okay, thank you. Any questions for the mayor? Standing committees.
if no one else, Finance and Legislation Committee meeting to be held November 5th at 6 o'clock.
Any others?
No, that's not right.
Yeah.
Is it?
November 5th?
Okay.
Yeah, because there's 5.
Okay. I miss you guys.
No other committees? Of course, you see there's no legislation. Unfinished business. New business. Report of our law director, John.
I have nothing.
Do we have any questions or comments for our law director? auditor is absent. Anthony, do you have anything for council tonight?
Just reiterate on that, that road closure is gonna be through Friday. We had some updates with that, they had some issues, so Friday, they'll be working through that day. The end of, should be November 6th or the following week, there's gonna be some resurfacing done downtown from the gas company. I'll give you guys a heads up next week when I get a final date closure on that. And then, Fifth Street and Sexton, we got a new LED conversion kit for our light. I just want, when you guys are out, check that out. And then if there's any other areas that you think of that citizens have issues with that, I've been trying to drive around and just see what,
Is
we
it
have
the,
issues
is it the
with the
glare?
lights. Yeah,
Is that what?
but it looks a lot nicer with that, so if there's any other areas that you guys have suggestions as
It
well.
seems like the road closure downtown has went fairly smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I blew it now?
We put that, I put the light down there too on a flashing
But
signal.
yeah, I
that was a
mean,
good move.
I've been down there quite a bit for work, driving through, and I'm just like, man,
They
it
even
is
put a crew-
smoother than normal.
They put a crew at Walton Hill too. when
I was
they
just gonna say that,
Because
somebody
that
did
was a
say that
backup
was
that-
bad, yeah.
Yeah, they actually put a flagging crew down there so they could direct the traffic to make it a little bit more smooth.
Yeah,
Cause
they
that
said
three,
that was
like,
rough.
3:30 rush hour was really rough. So,
has the shift change been a problem at Astro Shapes for you?
that was at first, yeah,
Yeah.
but it's gone smoother since.
They all go down Bob Seton Road now.
Yeah, yeah.
How's that, their project coming with what they have to do before it gets paved?
They should be starting that next Monday.
Okay.
Astro Shapes should be doing that, yeah. So,
How long is that gonna take?
that should be 2-3 days or maybe the week, but
Oh, good.
they won't be closing any of that off. They haven't notified me of any of that. They're just gonna get traffic control if they do block off any parts of the road, and then we'll work on that from there. So,
So since we don't have the legislation, and you still have the power to assign a police officer there if you need to?
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd try to communicate with whoever's doing any work, and then,
And I watched
so we're
that
all on
too,
the same
and I
page.
just wanna make sure that we know the purpose for that legislation is to force people to get in touch with Anthony.
Yeah, I think, yeah, like you said, it's
Yeah.
more for the other people
To
instead of
get,
him.
to know, now
But
you
don't they have to get
they
in
do
touch
not.
with him
They do
to
not.
start a project, or
No.
even put the bid out for a project?
So generally, I believe this is how it goes, under emergency work, they can do the project and then pull the permit, correct?
yeah.
For
Awkward.
emergency, cause it's such a
Oh, yeah,
high-paced
yeah.
If
thing,
it's
okay?
awkward stuff, we kinda
Plus,
have that
if
agreement.
you have other people coming in from out of town that are subcontractors, most of them aren't gonna call you, they don't know which roads are busy, which aren't, they're gonna show up and just start to cut a road and do the work.
When they get their permit,
Okay.
we just-
This now forces them to get in
To do it.
touch with Anthony on those roads that could possibly be an issue.
Very good.
So it's more for them to now have to contact him to figure
If
out
they
how to
read it.
proceed. Correct, but correct.
You know, that's the thing.
But if
We
they're
don't-
No,
working-
I
That's the
agree,
thing
but
right
at
there.
least
Yeah.
we have something now on the books that is saying,
Yeah.
and
And if someone's working, then I could stop and
yes,
enforce that as well, so.
Well, shouldn't, when they, you know,
They're supposed to
I always
come
think,
get a
I always think when the
permit
job
anyway.
goes out for bids, they gotta apply for
true.
permits and stuff,
But-
couldn't they have a copy of that and
Also
send it
think
to
about
other
it this way.
subcontractors?
We've added to some of these things that if you're working in a road right of way on them busy roads, there is no permitting to fix a sidewalk. There is no, I don't have to pull a permit to fix a devil's strip. I don't have to, if I'm doing a driveway approach. There isn't permitting for that, so
Well,
none
you
of those
also don't need a
people.
cop for that.
Correct. No, but it depends on which street you're on. If I was fixing a driveway approach on Poland Avenue, I should have some type of flagging crew. I should have something out there, right? This now forces those people to get in touch with Anthony
to see.
prior to digging to see if what's warranted.
if he
That's
wants
all.
it.
Yeah, this
So
could be like
he would
3
check to see if they have sufficient flaggers of their own, which would be
Yeah.
sufficient.
Yeah, Anthony
For that day
could then
job.
tell them, hey,
Okay.
we're gonna require 2 flaggers and you set up a safety zone, or we're gonna require a police officer. Instead of them just going there and starting to work and it potentially being a problem, like you guys mentioned with the tree company.
Yeah, they'll
I'm
just,
pulling up.
The tree companies, that happens a lot because they're on the road, I mean, their
Right.
trucks are generally on the road, so now this falls under all of that. You know, if you're doing it by the manor or the high rise on Poland Avenue, you're working blind over there.
Yeah,
So even though you're not working in the road right of way, you're working on private property, your vehicles are parked in the road right away, so let's make sure that they're safe.
Anything else, Anthony?
That's all I have.
Then we'll be getting into anyone wishing to address council, and after that, we'll be looking to go into executive session for pending or imminent court action. Okay. Anything else? Motion during caucus?
Make a motion.